Hey there YouTube, That's here bringing you a 6v6 battle I played a little while ago. What I'm going to start doing is doing my Wi-Fi battles that I show you on this YouTube channel using my Twitch overlay stream because it's just a lot easier to record it this way, and I hope you guys like it. It has like my favorite Pokemon, Suicune, my friend code, my team logo, and another logo for another podcast that I normally do weekly. So hopefully you guys can get used to this background. I think it looks really sick. So without further ado, let's look at the battle. My team is on the bottom left. Amelia's team, who I'm fighting against, is on the top right. I guess middle right. Anyways, I'm using a team of Pokemon that don't really go well together. I'd say the only two that really do go well together are Scizor and Azumarill. And it sucks for me, but like Scizor is completely useless against this guy's team, so I'll fodder him some way through the middle of the battle. Anyways, my Mega is obviously going to be Gardevoir, and his looks like it's going to be Mawhile, so without further ado, let's just hop into the battle. Alright. So like I said, I'm facing Amelia. I played this person on my stream about a week ago. Amelia's going to lead off with Froggy 2.0, which is her Greninja. And I'm going to lead off with Darmanitan. Now normally you'd think this would be a great matchup for the Greninja, but this is a choice Scarf Darmanitan, and Greninja doesn't get to change its type until it gets to attack. So right now, currently it was a Water Dark. That means my U-turn hits for super effective damage, and we see that it was a one-shot, which means it didn't have a Sash, it most likely had a Life Orb. So I get a 1-0 for free, and I just switch out into my Scizor. Now I'm expecting the Talonflame to come in, but if he didn't come in with Talonflame, I would be okay. Like, there's nothing Scizor can really do here, and there's nothing I can switch out to Recall against, because anything I have would get two-shotted by Brave Bird. I have Azumarill and Goodra, those are the only two real walls or tanks that I have, and I don't really want to fodder them yet. I'd rather just make the Talonflame lose a lot of HP from his Brave Bird and take some Bullet Punch damage. I didn't know if he had Roost, I don't know if he's Orbed, I don't know if he's Banded. All I do know is that, like, probably doesn't want to fight this Azumarill, so Azumarill gets to come in for free, and he decides to, or I think it's a girl. Anyways, decides to withdraw Talonflame, goes into Celebi, great matchup here, and I do hit with the player from the Celebi, and does a ton of damage, and it is a critical hit, so that was like, whoa, that's a literal ton of damage on a Celebi. You never see that happen, like U-turns don't do that much damage, and those are 4 times effective. Anyways, I need to withdraw, I don't want to get Giga Drained, I don't want to get set up on, for the most part. I just had to go into my Darmanitan. I was expecting potentially either like I see the Recover there, or even a Calm Mind and start setting up, but I pretty much went to Darmanitan to just make it so they couldn't get the baton pass off. They'd have to pretty much just either die or switch. And he protects this got my U-turn. He does know that I'm scarfed. So, knowing that I'm scarfed, I'm really surprised that they switch into Cutie Pie, which is a Tyranitar. It's still hitting for super effective damage. It's not hitting for, like, I don't know. I'm surprised they still went to Tyranitar knowing that I was U-turning, because they do know that I'm scarfed because I was faster than the Greninja. Anyways, Cutie Pie the Tyranitar is going to take half HP and switch out my Darmanitan. I'm going to decide to go into my Gardevoir this time. Now, you could think that I could go back into my Azumarill, but if I went back into Azumarill, they would just switch back into their Celebi, and I'd be right back where I started. So I don't really like that. I decided to go into my Gardevoir, safe pick here, and it's really cool. Gardevoir is one of my favorite Mega Evolutions. It's shiny. We do scout the leftovers on the T-Tar, so we know there's no shenanigans going on there with Scarfs or anything. I decided to safely pop my Mega Stone, going into Mega Gardevoir, the coolest looking Mega Evolution shiny of all time. And normally I would go for like Hyper Beams and stuff, but I don't need Hyper Beam to kill Tyranitar. Dazzling Gleam is good enough. Super effective, stabbed. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm using Dazzling Gleam over Moonblast. I tend to use this Gardevoir mostly for doubles, so that's just why I have Dazzling Gleam on there over Moonblast. I know if this was a serious singles battle, I would definitely just have Moonblast. So they decided to bring out Mawhile here. Mawhile is a great counter to Gardevoir, but I'm already significantly ahead, and I want to test the limits of this Hyper Beam. I have no idea how much this Hyper Beam really does, because it kills everything in one hit. And Mawhile, pretty bulky Pokemon that does resist Hyper Beam. So I just want to see how much it does. I decided to go for the Hyper Beam, and I'm amazed with the results. This is hilarious. Mawhile is going to get one-shotted by this critical hit Hyper Beam. Like, you never see that. And what I was on stream, I was just like dying of laughter. This was hilarious. I feel for the person that I did it against, but like you can see now, the game literally just like shifted in my favor. Instead to send out Talonflame, I was hoping they go for a Brave Bird and kill himself, but they're decidedly going to decide to go for Roost, which means that they're not banded. And I'm obviously going to have to recharge. Now I think I switched my Gardevoir out here, just because I can definitely use it later. And now that I've killed the Mawile, there's like, I'm so ahead. So I can switch into my Goodra, get like a double Gooey proc on this guy, and then hopefully send out something to revenge kill it. Or get a really nice hit on whatever he sends out to switch to. So goes for the Brave Bird on my Goodra, gonna get a Gooey proc on there, lowers speed by 1.5. It's not that important until you think about like if he gets like 2 or 3 Gooey procs, even my Aqua Jets will start like outspeeding his Brave Bird. That's kind of funny. Anyways, he's gonna hit with a second Brave Bird. This is just like what I expected. Gonna kill my Goodra, poor Goodra. Second Gooey proc's gonna get in, so his speed's cut in half. And I decided to go into something that I don't think he can really deal with here. I decided to go into Darmanitan. Now he does have a Rotom in his team, so that's something he could definitely switch to, but he decides, I think, to go, I think I was talking, to go for the U-turn out, but I don't know if it's a guy or girl, because it's a female trainer, but usually everyone that plays this game is a guy. Anyways, the opposing trainer decided to go for a U-turn that turn, not knowing that their speed was cut in half by both the gooey drops, so I guess I want to say lucky me, but it was all calculated. So I switch out my Darmanitan, going into my Zumo. I was expecting a Hydro Pump, and there's the Hydro Pump. There we go. Not going to do that much damage. Believe it or not, that's actually a crit. This is my Assault Vest Azumarill. So we decide to go for a Will-O-Wisp on my Azumarill, a smart move, and he misses, and I get a Play Rough off, and it does a ton of damage. Now, I'm expecting a Will-O-Wisp to come out again, so I go into my Darmanitan. For the most part, you either want to have like a Lumberry or an Assault Vest on your Azumarill, I think. You can definitely go for like the Citrus and Belly Drum, but I like the Assault Vest or the Lumberry. Lumberry stops Will-O-Wisp, Assault Vest stops Thunderbolt. That's like, it's a guessing game. And I guessed right that time. Well, I also got a little bit lucky. Anyways, Rotom's going to go down to my huge Choice Scarf Darmanitan using that Sheer Force ability. Celebi's going to be the last Pokemon coming out, and Celebi is going to get Flare Blitzed, and this is like the best thing. When you actually get that Celebi like one-on-one with the Flare Blitz, oh man, that's pretty good. So Celebi's going to go down. Poor Celebi. Darmanitan will reign supreme. I didn't even have to use my Keldeo that game. Anyways, that was the game I played against Amelia. Don't know if you were a guy or a girl, but thank you for the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys.